Hello guys, welcome to the new video of this particular Linux tutorial series. In this video, we're going to discuss the command that we can use to create the empty file basically, or we can use that command for multiple use. We can discuss in this video. Let me give you the command name first. So the command name is called touch. Now the basically use of touch are in my view the basic use of touch are only two. Like one is to create a file, or I can say create an empty file. So as you all know, we can create file with multiple ways as we discussed. So we can use cat command to create file also. Now in this video we're going to discuss the touch command, and in the next video of this we're going to discuss the editors like Vim. So what editors are basically we're going to see in the next video, but now let's focus on the touch command. So touch command first we use to create an empty file. Excuse me guys. Second use is to change the timestamp of a file. Now what we can achieve with changing the timestamp of file is like if you know about little bit of hacking, so what we can achieve with the timestamp is if we change the timestamp of any file, then we can let's say there is one guy called X hacker X. So he done something intrusive at a time around call let's say 20. That means 8 p.m. Now, if he wants, nobody can come to know. Like when the guy changes the file or something contained in the file. So what he or she can do is, he or she can do the timestamp change. They can change the timestamp. Now, what happened with changing timestamp is if somebody from the audit team or from the security team wants to check that particular file or the folder when that particular file or the folder gets last modified. So if that particular hacker guy, that is X, if he changes the timestamp of file, then he changes like 8 p.m. So if he changed around like 7 p.m. So what the guy will do, or what audit or security guy will do, they will check the CCTV. They will check the CCTV of let's say around 6 to 7. Why 6 to 7? Because timestamp is showing is 7 p.m. So they will not check around of 8 p.m. Kind of things we can achieve by changing a timestamp. Now, how we can achieve the changing of timestamp and creating empty file with touch? Let's see in this particular video. Now, let me jump to the terminal quickly. So, here is the terminal. Now, what I'm doing is, uh, let's say I'm doing ls-l. So, this is a file name ff that is changed or modified, last modified on the date called 28th of January at a time called 23, that means the 11 p.m. So what let's say if I done something intrusive, let me show the content of this file first. Let's say I wrote some script and done this particular file. Let's say okay. Now or let me do in this way. So if I do ls-l, if you check ff, it's now modified on Feb 12, and there is no content because there is like almost no content, and the time is this 1640. So timestamp got changed. Why it got changed? Because I modified this file manually. There is no content. Now let's say if I want to change the timestamp of this particular command.txt. Now the when this thing is last modified Jan 28 22 57. So how I will do is either will I do with the cat command by changing some content of this file, or the next option is that we are discussing is the touch command. So let me show the content. This is the content. Now what touch command will do is there are two scenarios basically. So the command syntax of touch command is something like touch options and the file name basically. Now what touch command will do, whenever we are giving this particular file name, case 1 is something like touch will check if file exists. If file exists, then what touch command will do is change the timestamp of that particular file. If that file exists, the case 2 here is whatever the file name we are giving, if that file not exists, so touch command will create file that is empty with that name. Now what I mean is, let's say I want to show you the how changing timestamp will work. So this is a command, and the timestamp you can see is Jan 28 2022 57. Now I want to change the timestamp. So what I will do is, as I already told you, if I give the file name in the front of touch command that's already exists, it will change the timestamp. See, the timestamp got changed. When it got changed? On the Feb 12 1642. Now if I check the current date, so we know the command called date. So see, today's date is Feb 12, and before this command.txt you have a date called Jan 28. Now after touch there is a Feb 12. Now it shows the time 1642. See, just a minute ago it changed the file. So this is the one use of touch command. Another use is, as I told you, if file don't exist, it will create the particular file. Let's say ls-l hacker.txt exists or not. See, no such file or directory exists. Now if I want to create this hacker.txt, the one way is cat and hacker.txt, but either I do this, and if I don't write any content, it will create empty file also. So there is a one way, but the main use of cat, as we all saw, is mainly to print a file or to take the contents of a file and print on the screen. That is the main use of cat. So we don't want to use cat for this use. Now we can use touch and hacker.txt. Now if I am giving hacker.txt in the front of touch command, as I already told you in the touch command, that if file exists, let me write one more last time, file exists, and if we give in the front of touch command, it will change the timestamp. If file not exist, it will create empty file with that name. So we are giving the file name that not exists. So obviously it will not change the timestamp. And how I can verify that file not exists? See, I done this same thing, and after running this command, sorry, it's not toss switch, it's my mistake. See, now if I do ls-l, you will see a difference. See, before that ls-l is showing an output like no such file or directory. As soon as we run the touch command with some file name hacker.txt, it's created an empty file. Now why empty file it's created, or why I'm saying empty file? See, the size of file is 0. This is the one way to check. Another way is, we know all cat is used to print the content of a file. There is no content, that's why it's not printed on screen. And when this file is created on Feb 12 1644. Now if I check the date and time, see, just a minute ago the file is created. So that's all guys for this video. Basically the motto of this video is to discuss the touch command for mainly two things. One is creating empty file, and second is, if the file already exists, changing the timestamp of file. Let's meet in the new video, in the next video, with some editors that we can use in the Linux. Thank you.